Thanks again. You're a good friend. Okay, yeah. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, bud. Hello, Aromas. This is Aromie here. Welcome back to our life. We're here talking on our phone with our cousin, but Elizabeth wants to use a phone. I'm assuming that's why she's here. There is a stomping noise approaching your room, heralding the arrival of your irritated older sister. She flung the door open, a frown etched on her face.
Come on.
How long are you going to hog the phone? Glancing at your watch, you realized that your quick call had gone on much longer than anticipated. Elizabeth held out her hand, the other one lodged on her hip. She noticed the realization on your face. Time's up. Gotta go, see you soon, okay? With a sigh, you said goodbye to Lee. Sorry for being long, I'm still using it. No, get out of my room. With a sigh. Lee, I have to go now.
Bye.
Okay, see you soon. Tell Elizabeth and your mom I said hi too. You barely pressed the end call button when Elizabeth what the fuck? Whisked the handset from your fingers and began dialing someone new as she strode out the room. Your mom's voice called it out from the store. Downstairs, sorry. Hey, has anyone seen the phone? I'm using it. With that, she shut your door behind. At least she closed my door, Is it closed all the way, or is it slightly ajar? Because if it's slightly ajar, I'm gonna be highly pissed off. Silence was left in the wake. That was one way to end your first day of summer break. Sometime later, it had gotten dark outside, and you laid in bed wide awake. Your window rattled all of a sudden, startling badly. You flinched, staring over at it with furrowed brows. From your vantage point, you saw only the moon and open sky. You were scared, confused, and noise curious. I'm scared. It's fucking dark. What had caused that noise? Swallowing hard, you sat. I really love her bedroom layout. So it's the bed here by this window. And then we could just decorate this right here. One day I'll have a room just like that. Swallowing hard, you sat up and moved closer to the window. You could only hope this wasn't a bad idea. To your utter shock, your gaze was met by a pair of familiar ocean blue eyes. Well, I guess if you didn't have the DLC, you wouldn't have noticed the ghost story or the rattling noise by our window. Cove? You squinted. Yep, Cove was right outside your window. How did he climb up here? It seems like a very high climb. Your house was very angular, and some parts stuck out further than others, so theoretically it wouldn't be hard to climb around on. Okay, thank you for answering my question. Still, just because somebody could didn't mean you expected it to ever happen. At least it's Cove, right? To his credit, Cove was doing fine. His feet were braced against a section of, he's sporty too, of all of the wall that jutted out. His arms flexing with the effort to keep him upright. Imagine living across the street and like, what the fuck? Is that a burglary happening in front of my eyes? He easily lifted a hand and waved at you from the other side of the class. You hurriedly opened the window. Oh, this is so fucking cute. This is so cute. This is like a dream relationship goal idea. Not really, because I guess you shouldn't be imagining someone trying to like come into your room from climbing up the fucking window. Cove climbed over the ledge, releasing a breath once he was safely inside. Hi, Michiko. What are you doing? What's up, Romeo? This sure is a surprise. You're always welcome here. So, okay, what happened? You're like, I didn't start screaming. Amazing, my dreams have come true. I don't know. I'm kind of like, what's up, Romeo? And amazing, my dreams have come true. Which one should I pick? I think, hey, Romeo. Silly. What's up, Romeo? It's I know it's late, but I didn't know what else to do. If I rang the doorbell, I know your moms would have answered and they'd just make me go home. I didn't really want to explain why I was coming over anyway. I didn't want to talk about it. Well, besides with you, but that's why I did that. As unexpected as this was, you were touched. Luckily, I'm on this side of the house, right? You were touched. Cove felt like he could tell you what was wrong. Compared to baby Cove. Progress. I might have tried calling or something, except my dad was on the phone. Cove suddenly looked very cross. Dad, who was talking to my mom, still is, probably. You raised your eyebrows. Cove had eavesdropped on his parents' phone conversation. I would have done that too. You didn't comment on him eavesdropping? You shouldn't have done that. I'm not gonna comment. There are other things to talk about. Are you going to stay with your mom for a while again? Every year, Cove was sent off with... he's like surprised. Sent off to live with his mom for a few weeks. When it happened, varied. Sometimes he would go during winter break, but usually he went during summer. I'm gonna miss you. Even though it was hard news when you found out he was leaving and you missed seeing him those weeks, you understood. To your surprise, however, he shook his head. That's what I thought too, but no, that's not what they were saying. My dad asked my mom not to have me leave this year. He said she could come stay with us here. You waited for him to continue. He didn't. The conversation abruptly dropped off. You couldn't help but stare at Cove. There was a complicated mix of expressions on his face. He looks very, troubled here. What did your mom say? She told him she'd come. I know she's coming soon, but before school starts. Oh. He had heard Cove talk about his mom a lot over the years. He'd tell you about the past memories or what happened while he was visiting her. Still, it's one thing to hear about someone and another to actually meet them. Very soon you were going to see Cove's mom in person. You were taken aback by the news, so you could only imagine how Cove felt. Or how Cove felt? Yeah. He looked over at him. He was pacing across the room, his features painted with dread. Before, they'd barely stay in the same room long enough to have lunch. Now we're gonna be all together again. The three of us, after all this time, just for a few weeks. I know I should probably be happy they can talk to each other now. I'm still not. I'm just confused and freaked out. And now I feel really bad for feeling this way.
Ichiko.
He just cried out to me, fam. Ah, Cove! His fist tightened, his eyes became misty. Oh, Cove still cries in front of us. I'm so happy that he's not hiding back his tears from us. Because, you know, guys don't usually like to cry in front of people. I shouldn't keep getting like this. It's been a long time already, and I'm not a little kid. Though he wouldn't meet your eyes, you knew he was waiting for you to say something. Can we just hug? There's nothing wrong with feeling bad. That is hard to deal with. We can deal with this. I'm sorry, Cove. You know I'm here for you. Yeah, that's a lot. You didn't know what to say? We can deal with this? Because, you know, to let him know that I'm here, that I'm willing to take on his problems with him. We can deal with this. Cove's expression cleared a little. Thanks. I'm actually really glad I came over to see you. A momentary silence fell over the two of you. I wish I could have given him a hug. You marveled at how the day started. You had woken up eager for summer vacation, but now things seemed so crazy. The mini debacle? I don't know. But Mr. Hona's gift, the newest addition to the neighborhood, being so rude. And as of all that wasn't enough, now Cove's mom would be living with Cove and his dad again. Your whole life was kind of like that, it seemed. Complicated and hard and different. Why couldn't things just get better with time? I mean, you had to go through the shit to get out of it eventually, you know? Michiko? The sound of your name said quietly, pulled you from your thoughts. Cove gazed at you concerned.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. No, I am not. Yeah, I'm okay. You meant it. Yeah, I'm okay. You didn't mean it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't know. Me? I'm more worried about you. Wow, things are kind of bad for everyone, huh? I don't know what exactly my girl is going through, though. Like, I don't feel like she's going through too much. But no, I'm not. I get it. At least I think I do. Cove grinned reassuringly. It was small and delicate, but you knew it was genuine. He had come here, conflicted and upset, only to end up worrying about you. He really was a great friend. Hopefully we can change that friend one day, you know? You know, I think I don't want to talk anymore about this. He looked away, his lips thinning into a line, and rubbed at his arms. But I kind of don't want to go back home either. Could I stay a little longer, just doing something else? Sure, you want to play on my... Well, we can't play on the computer. Want to read a book? He appeared equal parts hopeful and vulnerable. How could you possibly turn him away? Yeah, it's not yeah. You could say that tonight, but we shouldn't make a habit of this. No, whatever. I've got a flashlight and some cards, you in? Of course, you can always stay here, Cove. He held his gaze confidently, hoping your words got across to him. Cove perked up at your response, a smile appearing on his face. He immediately took a seat on your bed, not afraid to get comfortable in your room. I mean, I hope so, compared to that sleepover not too long ago that I recorded. You felt a bit better at the sight. Somehow. You still had a lot of worries, but you're glad he was here. And not just tonight. You're glad he came into your life in the first place. That was a change you never want to undo. Who would have thought Cove would mean so much to you? You certainly hadn't in the beginning. You had kept your distance, and so had he. Now you consider him to be one of your closest friends. Oh! You're really up close, Romeo! You joined Cove on your bed, taking a seat across from him. He smiled at you again, but you could tell this time it was half-hearted. He was still easy to read. Though he didn't want to talk about his mom and dad, he must be thinking about what happened and what's about to happen. You smiled gently at him, you put a hand on his shoulder, you patted his back. You hugged him! Oh no, I could take his hand though! You nudged him with your foot? No, let's hug. If there's a hug option, I will always choose the hug option. Unless you know there's a kiss option, and I'm choosing the kiss. We're gonna hug him. Just randomly hug him. You moved closer and wrapped your short arms around him as much as you could. It wasn't much, but you hoped the contact helped even a little. Cove froze up, startled. After a moment, his arms came up and he returned your hug. The two of you remained like that for some time. He might have mumbled something to you, but it was too quiet to tell what it was. When you pulled back, his expression had softened into something more natural. Conversation was stilted and broken often by silence at first, then both of you were able to get into your usual candor. As your secret hangout session stretched on, you thought you truly wanted to keep having moments like this with him. What if he, I know it can't happen because, you know, we're leading the story, but like, what if Cove eventually like has no interest in us and we have a fallout, but then we come like and get reunited again? I know that's not gonna happen, but just thinking about that makes me so sad. You hoped the day would never come when life decided that the two of you would have to part ways, and you knew Cove felt the same. I hope he felt the same. You opened your tired eyes, groaning as they adjusted to the bright light that was streaming through your window and warming your olive skin. With a loud yawn, you rolled away from the sunlight and blinked a couple of times, clearing the sleep from your eyes, before realizing with a start that it was actually morning. You couldn't remember even falling asleep. Cove had crept through your window during the night, and the two of you spent time together, trying not to wake your parents. You must have fallen asleep while you were hanging out, but couldn't put a finger on exactly when. You wondered how late Cove had stayed before heading home. Wait, he was still there as I'm... I hope he went home and then I went to bed, because that's so rude of me to just fall asleep while we're hanging out with him. You rubbed your face and yawned again, contemplating whether you should get out of bed and get ready for the day, or stay snuggled up for a little while longer, until your gaze landed on an instantly recognizable mop of pale green hair, and you both... Wait, what? Whoa, what? Wait, he didn't go home? Wait, okay, let me reread this. You rubbed your face and yawned again, contemplating whether you should get out of bed and get ready for the day, or stay snuggled up for a little while longer, until your gaze landed on an instantly recognizable mop of pale green hair, and you bolted upright and gasped in surprise. He never left! He was still there in the morning! Cove! You laughed out loud, you jumped out of bed, you froze. I would be frozen. Your muscles refused to move an inch, and your eyes widened as you stared at Cove's sleeping form in absolute shock. Wait, we're just sleeping together. Like, is he next to me, or is he at the other side of the bed? Whoa. What? If your mom's found out... if our moms find out, they're gonna think the other reason to why he's here. Mom, no. We're only 13. I'm not doing that. If your moms found out he slept here the entire night, you would both be in a big trouble. Realizing clearly that you need to get Cove out of here before your moms or Elizabeth walked in and found him, you willed your body to get a move on and swung your legs over the side of the bed. You whispered in his ear, you shook his shoulder, poked him in the face, you tugged at his hair, you threw a pillow at him. You just whisper in his ear, you know, take advantage. I'm kidding, don't do that. Don't do that to anybody, but he's our friend, so. Cove, wake up. You whispered his name softly but urgently, and his eyes snapped open as he woke with a start. You scrambled out of his way as he abruptly jumped to his feet before almost losing his balance and falling back down. He recovered just as quickly and faced you indignantly. Hey! What was that for? Bitch, you gotta go! You gotta go before my mom's come in! Shh! What? The situation dawned on him before he even finished the word. Cove blinked at you a couple of times, his eyes growing in panic as some thought that only he could hear settled in his mind. Oh my god! I don't know if you guys can hear him say that, but that was kind of silly. I fell asleep! Yeah, you did, fam. Get out. You gotta go now. You weren't exactly sure what to do as you watched Cove pace your room, looking around frantically. Cove's hands flew to his face, letting out a sigh of relief when he found his glasses right where they were supposed to be. Despite that, he hadn't calmed down completely. The atmosphere was still frazzled. It's gonna be alright. We're gonna be in so much trouble. Just calm down. Settle down before moms hear you. He didn't say anything. Just calm down, alright? And jump out the window right now. You whispered to Cove harshly, trying to keep your voice down. You won't get caught as long as you're quiet. How did they both fall asleep? Cove nodded, his shoulders tense as he fixed with the firm stare with his turquoise eyes. Letting out a heavy sigh, he ran a hand through his hair in exasperation. He couldn't look at you again as he spoke. I'll see you later. You were confused by how all this had played out, but hoped that was true. Right. Bye, Cove. At that, you were suddenly wrapped up in a tense embrace. Oh, he still hugged me? As panicked as he was, this seemed to be something he couldn't forget before leaving. Oh my god, so fucking cute! Thanks again. You're a good friend. Okay, yeah. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, bud. You barely whispered the words into the top of your shoulder. Oh, my heart. But you're but you were let go before you had a chance to respond or even fully react. In a matter of seconds, he had climbed over your bed and opened the window. A cool breeze roared off the ocean, fluttering through Cove's hair and filling your room with its salty scent. Cove fearlessly stepped out onto the ledge. You wished him luck. You rallied him to keep going. You suggested he sneak out the door. Instead, you urged him to hurry up. You rallied him to keep going. You wished him luck. I think I would urge him, like, hey, hurry up. Go, Cove, you gotta get out of here. You weren't sure if he heard you or not, but he kept going, one foot in front of the other, with increasing speed until his form disappeared out of sight. You stuck your head out of the window as far as it could go to try keep watching. Try keep being watched? Yeah, sorry. He walked the full length of the ledge before jumping down to the top of the garage, then lowering himself onto the fence. From there, he finally dropped down to the ground. You threw out a thumbs up at his successful climb. Yo, parkour! He ran up towards his house without stopping, disappearing behind the side of another building. You had to admit that you're pretty impressed at how doable he made that look. With a little sigh, you reclosed your window, deciding there was nothing more you could do. You hopped off your bed and got ready to head downstairs for the day. Damn, what a morning, right, guys? Oops, I didn't even save. That was, wow, what a morning. Imagine if we did get caught. That would be such... How would you explain that to your moms? They would not accept we didn't do anything. Because we're teenagers, right? We're just turning a teenager, 13. They're like, oh my god. She's already having her rebellious phase, inviting a boy over, even if it's Cove. Like, I didn't do that, man. Elizabeth would do something like that. And they would probably go further than what we had done, okay? But anyway, this is where we're going to end today's episode off. Thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.